So, what if I told you that one of the world's most exciting investment opportunities is hiding in plain sight? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain and give you a guide to success in Bangladesh, a frontier market that is absolutely primed for explosive growth. Let's start with just one number: 173.6 million. Now, that's not just some dry statistic. What you're really looking at is the sheer scale of the opportunity. It's a huge, incredibly young domestic market that's just hungry for new products, new services, and new investment. And that's the real question, isn't it? I mean, it's one thing to see all that potential from a distance, but it is a completely different ballgame to actually get on the ground, navigate the local landscape, and pull off a successful launch. So, what exactly makes this opportunity so compelling? Let's take a quick look at the numbers that are putting Bangladesh on the map for businesses all over the world. The real story here is told by the numbers. You've got a GDP of over $450 billion. That just shows you the pure economic horsepower we're talking about. Then you see a steady stock of over 18 billion in foreign direct investment, or FDI, which tells you that global investors are confident. And a GDP growth rate of 4.2%, that proves this is an economy that's really on the move. These are just incredibly powerful signals of resilience and expansion. And listen, this market is no one-trick pony. Now, we all know Bangladesh is an absolute powerhouse in ready-made garments, the RMG sector. But the real story, the one you need to pay attention to, is the diversification. We're seeing amazing growth in things like pharmaceuticals, a tech sector that's just leapfrogging old technologies, and an agribusiness industry that's modernizing at lightning speed. These are the new frontiers for your investment. Okay, so recognizing the opportunity, that's the easy part. The real challenge, and where so many businesses get tripped up, is navigating what I call the market entry maze. It's way more complex than just filling out a few forms. You know, these are the mission-critical questions that every business leader has to answer, and if you get them wrong, you're looking at costly mistakes, a lot of trial and error, or maybe even complete failure. But if you get them right, well, that means a much faster path to revenue and a whole lot less risk. This slide really captures the fundamental choice every business has to make. You can take the path on the left, go it alone, and it is just filled with hidden costs, frustrating delays, and headaches. Or you can take the path on the right, with a guide, and it's all about clarity, speed, and de-risking your investment from day one. The difference between these two paths isn't just a picture, it's what shows up on your P&L statement at the end of the year. So if having a guide is the smart play, how do you find one? Well, this brings us to the key that really unlocks that maze we were talking about: market entry consulting. Let's dig into what that actually means. You know, at its core, it's all about one thing: replacing guesswork with a professional, strategic process. It's a service specifically designed to give you the structured intelligence and the hands-on support you need to walk into a new market feeling confident. Okay, that all sounds great in theory, but what do these consultants actually do? Let's pop the hood and take a look at their toolkit and see how they guide a business from that initial idea all the way to a successful launch. See, this is the proven roadmap. It's not random. It starts with deep research to make sure the opportunity is real. Then it moves into building a concrete strategy. From there, it gets practical, handling all the compliance and paperwork, finding and vetting the right local partners, and then finally executing a killer launch. Every step builds on the one before it, which means you're operating with a clear plan, not just winging it. And the really good news? Bangladesh has a pretty mature ecosystem of advisors already. You've got research specialists like Light Castle, legal and tax experts like DFDL, the big global giants like PwC for large corporations, and then you have integrated firms like T&IB that offer end-to-end support, which is especially great for small and medium-sized businesses. Now, some of the most effective partners are the ones who can offer what's called an integrated solution. Basically, they can handle everything from strategy to execution. To really understand what that looks like, let's use a firm like TNISB as an example and look at the kind of services they offer. You know, client feedback is where you really see the value. When a CEO uses phrases like hands-on support and quality execution, they're not just talking about advice. They're describing a partner who is right there in the trenches with them, making sure things get done and get done right. That's the huge difference between a simple consultant and a true partner. So an integrated partner always starts here with a solid strategic foundation. And this isn't just giving advice. We're talking about mentorship, deep dive research, due diligence.
even helping you position your brand correctly for the local market before you spend a single dollar on the launch.
And this is where the strategy meets the street, right? A great blueprint is useless without execution. This means actually getting on the ground, finding and vetting the right buyers, building a solid distributor network, and creating buzz through targeted events. This is the hard work that turns a plan into profit.
And finally, in a country with absolutely massive mobile penetration, you just cannot succeed without a strong digital footprint. An integrated partner makes sure you are visible from day one, with everything from a localized website and SEO to targeted social media campaigns that reach customers right where they live, on their phones. So let's bring this all home. What's the ultimate formula for success in a market that's as promising but also as complex as Bangladesh?
Here's the ultimate takeaway, the thing to remember. A great product is just the price of admission. It gets you in the door. In a market like Bangladesh, real lasting success is a formula. It's your great product, plus a sharp strategy, plus a trusted local partner who can execute that strategy flawlessly. That's the combination that truly unlocks the market. And that really just leaves us with one final question for you to think about. Is your business ready to stop guessing and start building? Are you ready to move from assumption to confident strategic action?